It's time for high school basketball on your local sports leader, KJ Country 102.3. Let's go courtside for pregame information.
We welcome you to the Enloe Center tonight, home of the St. Anthony Bulldogs, and tonight home of the championship game of the National Trail Conference Shootout. It's a matchup of the top seed, St. Anthony Bulldogs, and the second-seeded Dietrich Moving Maroons. I'm Matt Robinson. Sitting to my right is Mike Wilson, as we're getting set to bring you this NTC championship shootout game, the first ever, and most say, hopefully, the last ever.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people hope that's the case. But I'm glad they did it because, the NTC tournament has such a history involved with it, so this is a good thing.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with what they decided to do, basically they ranked all of the teams 1 through 9 based on their play throughout the regular season. St. Anthony undefeated in the conference at 8-0, the top seed, and Dietrich at 7-1 earned the second seed. Now the third seed went to Altamont, the fourth seed to South Central, and they flowed through the conference like that, and all of these matchups will be held at the higher seed tonight, all of them slated to start at 7 o'clock, as again it's St. Anthony and Dietrich here. South Central is at Altamont, that's the 3-4 matchup. Windsor Stew Straws will be at Neoga as the 5-6 matchup, with Neoga being the 5 seed, Windsor Stew Straws the 6. Louisville North Clay nailed down the 7 seed. They host St. Elmo Brownstown, the 8 seed, and rounding out the NTC shootout is Cowden-Herrick Beecher City. They are the 9 seed. They are playing Mulberry Grove. Mulberry Grove agreed to play whoever was the 9 seed out of our NTC shootout, so thanks to Mulberry Grove for helping to make that possible to get all 9 teams of the NTC an opportunity to play on this final night of the season.
Yeah, that's, like I said, the higher seed gets to host. Obviously, you can't play them all in one location. I think you're allowed to have 2 games max in one location, and it's like 28 hours between games. It's some of the guidelines are, I'm not sure who set them up, but it is what it is, and it's working out, and it's going to be a good game here. And like I said, the kids now feel like they have something on the line for this game, and that's good. We should see a good contest tonight.
Really should see a good matchup, although St. Anthony handled Dietrich pretty easily in their matchup at Dietrich. Matter of fact, picked up, I believe, a 30-point victory, 60-30 if memory serves, but that game got a little out of hand, to say the least, late, and it was a rescheduled makeup game, as many of the games were. You never know how many games in a row some of the teams had played coming into a contest, and that all factored into what turned out to be a pretty strange year this year.
Yeah, it has, and we were, the other thing about tonight, is this, I know it's not senior night, but, sometimes when it's your last game, some people get off to sluggish starts. They get a little wound a little tight for the start of the game. So, you just don't know how kids are going to adapt and handle this atmosphere in this type of game tonight.
Yeah, usually only 4 teams know when their final game of the season is going to be in each class, and then only 2 have a chance to win their final game of a season. That's not the case this season with all of these teams competing. But again, like you said, it was a good job by the athletic directors around the area this year to get all of these games in. The officials working with the ADs to make sure we had officials for all of these contests. It's really been an interesting season and a challenge, but congratulations to everybody who has worked so hard to get all of these games in. The school administrators, the officials, and I'm talking basketball officials in this case.
Yeah, they're few and far between, and when you have, such a condensing of everybody playing. The thing with the ADs, there was about 3 different times they were told, hey, here's I think when we're going to start, and they'd set something up, and you got to stay in your region, and then you can, and there was just, I know talking to 2 athletic directors, they were about pulling their hair out.
Sure.
It was just, you think you're doing something, you're not. Oh, now we think we can do it again, and, then the rules kept changing. Originally no fans, then 50, then, and did media count as the 50? Were they separate? At one point, you didn't think we were broadcasting basketball games.
We had no idea until about a week before the season if we would actually be allowed in the gyms. But thanks to everybody for accommodating us. We have done our best to bring you the coverage that we can this season. And again, on our other station, 97.9 XFM, later tonight, Greg and Mike will have Greg and Dustin will have the call of the action with Effingham taking on Mattoon boys tonight on 97.9 XFM.
That's probably the best thing anyone said about Whitey in a while.
Oh, could be. Let's go ahead and take a break. We'll come back with more of the pregame show here from St. Anthony as it's the 11-4 Bulldogs and the 10-4 Dietrich Moving Maroons on KJ Country 102.3.
Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too. Give Evergreen a call today for a tour.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located south Route 45 here in Effingham or at danheck.com.
This is the Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota pregame show. Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, your complete transportation headquarters since 1958.
Getting set for National Trail Conference Shootout Championship action between the number 1 seed St. Anthony Bulldogs and the 2nd seeded Dietrich Moving Maroons. Again, I'm Matt Robinson. Mike Wilson and I will have the call of the action for you tonight. As let's go ahead and take a quick look at the starting lineups for these ball clubs. The visitors, the Dietrich Moving Maroons, are 10-4 on the season, finished 7-1 in the National Trail. They will start at guard Bryce Booty. He's a 5'11 junior wearing number 3. He'll be joined out there by Andrew Whitey, a 6'1 junior wearing number 5, and Pete Britton, a 5'10 sophomore, number 12. Then they get their size kicked in there as Derek Kuhl, a 6'4 senior, wears number 33, getting the call of the forward spot, and Jack Westendorf, a 6'5 senior, rounds out the starting lineup for Josh Crumwitty's Dietrich Moving Maroons. Coach Cody Rinker's club comes in at 11-4, and the Bulldogs were 8-0 in the National Trail Conference this regular season. Logan Antrim gets the call at the point guard. He's a 6-foot senior. He'll be joined out there by fellow 6-foot senior Kenan Walsh, number 13. Grant Nuxall, a forward for the Bulldogs, a 6'4 senior, wears number 23. He'll be joined by another 6'4 player, Craig Croy. Croy is the only junior in the starting lineup for the Bulldogs. He wears number 25. And rounding out the lineup in the middle, it's Seth Hutsey, a 6'6 senior for St. Anthony tonight. So you can see where both of these teams really have some good size, especially for 1A schools.
Yeah, they really do. And I know when you and I did the game down at South Central, Seth Hutsey had a heck of a ball game. It really bailed them out in that ball game. So, yeah, it's good to see. Westendorf, I started having cold sweats there when I see a big Westendorf kid in a Dietrich uniform out there. But
seems like they've had a few and several good ones over the years. That's
yes, they did.
But really one of the differences for these teams is St. Anthony is a little more willing to go deeper into their bench. They will run 8 or 9 guys pretty easily. Dietrich wants to stick to the top 6 or so as Corey Gebhardt will come in off the bench. But after that, it'll be a situational situation for Josh Crumwitty.
Right, and that's an advantage. And I would think a big advantage in this condensed season because you're logging so many minutes in a short window. And kids really didn't have the prep time to get in shape unless they did it on their own. Many did, I'm sure. Many didn't. So, it's kind of hard, I think, sometimes on the coach end when they've got a short bench. Especially as you're starting to get near the end of the year, you start seeing people getting tired. And, Greg and I saw that in the Mattoon girl last night. By the fourth quarter, for what she had to do defensively in the fourth quarter, she was out of gas.
No doubt it's been a busy 6-week season, and these two broadcasts that we're doing tonight, one on KJ Country, one on 97.9 XFM, are our final broadcasts of the season. There will be some play tomorrow afternoon and evening in the area, but these games tonight are our final broadcasts, and it's strange for the kids to know when their last game is in Ascension. It's also strange for us to know when our final broadcasts are this season, but it's the way it's worked out, and we're happy that they've been able to get basketball in this year for this 2021 season. We are getting set for the prayer here at St. Anthony, and then we'll follow that with the national anthem. And when they get that underway, we will join in with them here and see if we can catch this prayer and national anthem here at the Enloe Center.
At this time, we ask that you please stand, put yourselves in the presence of the Lord for our opening prayer. O Heavenly Father, you are great and glorious. Thank you for the gift of this basketball game and these teams competing. May these athletes use the talents you have given them to the best of their abilities. Give them your divine protection. Please keep them injury-free, and may they honor you with great sportsmanship. And we ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. And now if you would stand and face the flag of our great country, and as you do, please keep in mind the many men and women who in the past and who are currently serving in the forces to provide us the protection and the freedom that we so thoroughly enjoy. It's because of them that our lives are free. It's because of them that our nation lives. And it's because of them that the world is blessed. Performing our national anthem this evening, Olivia Sprawl.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
A wonderful rendition of the national anthem by Miss Sprawl there as we get set for high school boys basketball action between Dietrich and St. Anthony. It'll be Dietrich ball when we come back. You're listening to high school basketball on KJ Country 102.3.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
ProLube of Effingham is more than just your favorite oil change shop. We sell and install all major brands of tires. Check engine light on? We also perform diagnostic and repair work. Call or stop by today for a free quote at ProLube of Effingham.
The Dietrich Moving Maroons have their starting lineup announced to fans that are here in the Enlow Center, and people on both sides of the gymnasium standing up and recognizing the efforts of these kids and appreciative of the season that they have put in thus far, as the lights will go down as St. Anthony's starting lineup is getting set to be announced as the Dietrich cheerleaders exit the gym floor. Let's go ahead and remind you of the starting lineup tonight for the Dietrich Moving Maroons. It's Bryce Booty, the 5'11 junior, wears number 3, gets the call tonight for Josh Crumwitty. Also does Andrew Leidy, a 6'1 junior, number 5. Pete Britton, a very tough sophomore, started for him as a freshman. He'll be out there tonight. The 5'10 sophomore wears number 12. Derek Kuhl, a 6'4 senior, number 33, and Jack Westendorf, a 6'5 senior, wearing number 44. They provide the size for the Dietrich Moving Maroons. For Coach Cody Rinker and the St. Anthony Bulldogs, they will start Logan Antrim and Ken Walsh, both 6-foot seniors, Both will handle the guard spot for Coach Cody Rinker. Grant Nuxall will be in there at a forward. He's a 6'4 senior, joined by Craig Croy, a 6'4 junior wearing number 25. And Seth Hutsey rounds out the lineup. He's a 6'6 senior wearing number 53 for the St. Anthony Bulldogs. St. Anthony will also most likely send in the ball game Ty Weedman, a 5'10 senior, James Schutte, a 5'11 senior, Nick Willenberg, a 5'11 senior, and Justin Ruhal, another senior for the St. Anthony Bulldogs ball club, could also see some significant time. And they also have Landon Adams, a senior, on the bench for St. Anthony. So you can tell that this is a senior-laden ball club for St. Anthony. Dietrich not quite in the same spot. Only 3 seniors with Derek Kuhl, Jack Westendorf, and Corey Gephardt, their man that comes in off the bench. But yet a big chunk of what they do is senior-laden this year for Dietrich as well.
Right, and that's, St. Anthony, I think I counted about 8 or 9 of the seniors' portrait things hanging up there on the balcony, and a lot of noise in here tonight. So,
yeah, they're providing as good an atmosphere as they can, and they should for what is turned out to be a championship game. As again, the regular season record determined who would be in the top game of the shootout, and tonight it's St. Anthony and Dietrich. And we are underway as Dietrich inbounds in backcourt to Pete Britton.
I kind of half expected to have a jump ball there.
Dietrich opens up, working the ball around the perimeter against St. Anthony's man-to-man. Britton goes baseline, cut off by a double team, finds Kuhl out on the wing. As actually that was Westendorf. He puts it on the floor, gets it out top to Leidy. Leidy takes it over to the right side. Now we'll go to the right baseline, bounces it across for Booty. Booty works from the left wing, gets it over on the side to Westendorf, and Jack buries an elbow jumper, and it's a quick 2-0 lead for Dietrich.
Patient possession for the Maroons.
St. Anthony looks over Dietrich's defense. They have opened up in what appears to be a man-to-man. There's a lob intended for Croy. Pass was off the mark, hit the side of the backboard, but came out into the hands of the Bulldogs. Antrim works into the lane, finds Croy on the left side. He'll cross over, spins into the lane. Now has picked up his dribble, got it back out to Antrim. Again to Croy on the left side. Croy moves to the top of the key. Now hands it off to Hutsey. They swing it to Antrim. Antrim lob for Hutsey inside. Tough catch in a crowd. Has the ball knocked loose. Hutsey gets it back, sends it to Antrim. He'll drive in the lane, floats up a runner. Lots of contact, but no call, and the shot is good for Logan Antrim. Dietrich fans wanted a charge. St. Anthony fans thought it was a block, and it was a no call.
Coach Crumwitty, I think, thought it was a charge, and I'm going to put my money in his pocket and bet on him this one.
Now there's a pass tipped, and Dietrich loses out of bounds as Grant Nuxall was in the vicinity. Wasn't sure who touched it last, but the official right there said it's the first turnover for Dietrich.
And Coach Crumwitty's got a point. The kid took the courage to stand there and get ran over. And in high school ball, there's not that little circle that you can't take a charge that close to the basket. So he's got a legitimate gripe.
Antrim, though, sets up the offense and now hands it to Croy in the center circle. Croy works from the top of the key, hands it to Antrim, who sweeps into the lane. Booty was trying to stay with him, kind of stumbled and fell down in front of him, and he's called for the trip.
His first and the first on the Maroons.
So St. Anthony triggering from under their basket. They get it in the corner to Walsh. Walsh drives into the lane, sweeps up a little right-handed layup. It's no good. Rebound ripped out of there by Derek Kuhl of Dietrich. Hands it off to Leidy. Leidy pushes it up court on the right side. Now picks up his dribble, needs some help. And Booty to the rescue in the right corner. He's immediately double-teamed, but he fires a pass out top to Britton. And Coach Crumwood, says, set up the 5 play. So Britton goes to Booty, now in the corner to Leidy, back to Britton. They're all on the right side. Now top of the key, Kuhl over to Westendorf, left wing. Lob inside for Kuhl. Croy reads it and picks off the pass. Second Dietrich turnover, and St. Anthony's on the run this time. Antrim pushes it up to Hutsey. Hutsey got under the basket, tried to scoop a shot up. It's no good, as defending was Jack Westendorf, and he grabbed the rebound. Got it to Britton. Britton drives into the lane. Shot blocked by Hutsey, but Britton got it back. Finds Westendorf in the post. He's stripped of the ball. Nuxall with the steal. So another Dietrich turnover, but we're still 2-2 with 5:12 on the clock. St. Anthony pushes it up court to Croy. Croy spin move, back to the basket. Shots rejected by Westendorf, but Croy stays with it, grabs the rebound, and sticks it in, and St. Anthony has their first lead of the night.
Seen a lot of block shots for 3.5 minutes in this ball game.
4-2 the score. St. Anthony with the lead. Dietrich with the ball. Westendorf holds it at the top of the key. Now finds Booty left wing. Rice sends it out top to Britton. Britton looks into the post. Pass batted away. Again, Nuxall got his hand on it. Antrim comes out of there with it. Leaves it with Nuxall. Layup. Good. Grant Nuxall forced the turnover and got the bucket in the end.
Fourth turnover for the Maroons.
4.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. St. Anthony's up 4. Dietrich trying to get a little closer. Britton now double teamed out on the perimeter. Fell down, but a jump ball was whistled, and that'll be the 5th turnover for Dietrich as there's 4:23 showing on the first quarter clock. We'll have our under 5 timeout as it's St. Anthony leading Dietrich 6-2. High school boys basketball on KJ Country 102.3.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever. Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Enjoy the conveniences of banking with all the services offered at Washington Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located South Route 45 here in Effingham or at danheck.com.
After the under 5 timeout with 4:23 showing on the first quarter clock, it is St. Anthony leading 6-2 over Dietrich. Looks like the starters have remained in the game for St. Anthony, and doesn't appear to be any changes for Dietrich either at this point.
No, and the big thing, Coach Crumley Dietrich's just got to settle down offensively, and they're not forcing a couple things with some passes that, their first possession, they're very patient, got a great look, and since then they haven't.
So St. Anthony will look to add to their lead as Antrim gets it across the timeline, bounces it high post for Hutsey. He goes to Antrim on the wing. He spins into the lane, puts up the runner, and it's good. Logan Antrim with 4, and it's 8-2 in favor of the Bulldogs with 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Westendorf holding it out top, finds Booty right wing. Booty gets it in the corner to Cool. Cool matched up with Croy, sends it back out to Booty. Booty working on Walsh. That's easier said than done. They swing it around to Leidy, left corner. Back out top to Westendorf. He's around the top of the key, now on the wing, where he finds Leidy to Booty to Britton, left wing. Britton fires a pass inside. Croy reads it and gets the steal. Another turnover, the 6th for Dietrich already in this ball game. St. Anthony pushes it up court. They get a 3 from Walsh. It's no good, and Dietrich snags the rebound. I believe it was Booty that got it. Might have been Cool.
I think it was Cool.
Okay.
Well, that's who I'm going to give it to.
That's fine with me. I looked down to make sure I had the shooter correct. Meanwhile, Leidy is going to drive the baseline, and he actually stepped on the baseline as he tried to go under the basket to get an opportunity to shoot. It's the 7th turnover for Dietrich already.
The Maroons have attempted 2 shots.
They got to feel fortunate to only be down 6 in this spot,
yes,
I would think.
Very, very.
Substitutions each way. Antrim's going to bring it up court for the Bulldogs. James Schutte into the ball game for the first time. He's joined by Ty Weedman out there with Hutsey and Croy. Schutte gets a screen, moves to the top of the key, and buries the 3. The senior comes off the bench and right away provides some offense.
And that's a good look. I mean, he kind of was a screener and then popped off and was wide open. Little pick and pitch.
Now here's a pass on the perimeter tip, but going to the timeline to save it is Cool for Dietrich. Hands it to Booty. Corey Gebhardt into the ball game for Dietrich. He replaced Britton. Booty drives down the lane, works for a shot. It's no good, but a foul is whistled, and Booty will head to the line for the first time tonight for Dietrich.
Craig Croy's first, the first on the Bulldogs.
Each team will make a substitution as Pete Britton's at the scorer's table for Dietrich, and Mick Willenberg is there for St. Anthony. Willenberg will be making his first appearance as he replaces Croy, and Gephardt's going to come back out for Dietrich with Britton getting a little bit of a breather and a little time to maybe settle in a little bit.
Yeah, Dietrich has now attempted as many free throws as field goals.
Booty hit both the free throws. He has 2, and it's an 11-4 ball game. 2:45 on the first quarter clock. St. Anthony with the ball and the lead as Antrim crosses the timeline working on Britton. Hands it off to Weedman. Weedman sweeps into the lane, finds Willenberg left side. He moves to the free throw line where he hands it at top of the key to Antrim. Antrim shot fake, drives in the lane, has the ball knocked loose, and coming out of there with it is Dietrich as Britton is pushing it up court. Got a shot up. It's good as he was fouled. So Dietrich able to turn the tables by turning some defense into some offense here, and they're looking to get the old-fashioned three-point play from Pete Britton.
James Schutte's first, second on the Bulldogs.
Couple of dribbles, and the free throw up for Britton is good. So he has 3. Makes it 11-7. It's a 4-point game with 2:22 to play in the first quarter. Antrim bounces it across the timeline, now bounces it to Weedman on the left wing. Asks Hutsey to come set a screen. Now he takes it to the left baseline where he hands it back to Hutsey, who drives in, puts up a shot. A lot of contested shot there from Westendorf, but Hutsey got it to go.
A lot of body on body with that effort.
Britton's going to run it up court. He gets into the lane. He takes a physical move to the basket, and he banked the shot off the glass, and it's good.
All those lack of attempts now, where just everybody's throwing it in right now.
4-point game again with 1:45 on the clock. 13-9 the score. St. Anthony with Shooty. Tries to bounce it baseline for Hutsey. A little miscommunication there. Ball bounces past Hutsey and goes out of bounds for the second St. Anthony turnover. More Bulldogs into the ball game. Hutsey and Antrim will have a seat. I guess it's just Bulldogs returning now.
Yeah, I think Nuxall and Walsh came back in there.
They are in a 2-2-1 three-quarter court press. Dietrich gets it across the timeline. Britton fires it to Leidy. He takes it to the right corner. He's double-teamed. Got it out of trouble to Britton. To Booty. Top of the key 3 off the side of the rim. No good. Leidy, though, an offensive rebound in a crowd. Shot up and good, and he's fouled. Great work by Andrew Leidy. The 6'1 junior was able to get amongst the trees, grab the rebound, and earn an opportunity at the line after he knocked down the shot.
Grant Nuxall's first, third on the Bulldogs, and
Craig Croy checks into the ball game for St. Anthony as he returns to replace Mick Willenberg. Meanwhile, Leidy at the line.
We almost had a famous hook and hold there on that rebound.
Here's a free throw. It's left short. Walsh snags it, and he'll bring it up court with St. Anthony leading by 2, 13-11. Walsh will slow things down, and he'll take over the point guard responsibilities with Antrim on the bench. Leaves it with Shooty. Hands it off now to Nuxall. Nuxall got it to Croy. Croy trying to work to the left post. He gets there but has to kick it out. They swing it to Shooty. 3 on the way is way off the mark. Rebound Andrew Leidy, and here comes Dietrich with a chance to tie or take the lead. Leidy goes all the way to the right baseline. Nobody really picked him up. He was open for the 15-footer, but he left it short. Rebound to James Shooty, and here come the Bulldogs as he pushes the outlet to Walsh. Walsh works to the right side. Shot off the glass is no good. Rebound taken down by Westendorf. Westendorf to Britton, ahead to Kuhl. Kuhl in the left corner finds Westendorf out top, and Dietrich now is going to settle things down with 30 seconds to play in the first quarter. Britton finds Booty on the right side. They get it out top to Westendorf. Westendorf puts it on the floor, drives to the left side, puts up a tough runner. It's no good. Rebounds batted around, and Weedman snags it for St. Anthony. 15 seconds to play in the period. They push it ahead to Shooty in the right corner. Back out to Weedman, now to Walsh. 10 seconds on the clock as St. Anthony's going to hold for the last one now. Walsh uncontested out on the perimeter. We'll see it a screen out top. Take it to the right side. Ooh, might have got away with a step. Now he forces up a 3 at the buzzer. It's no good, and the first quarter comes to a close. Been as entertaining as we expected it to be. It's St. Anthony 13, Dietrich 11. The NTC Shootout Championship game on KJ Country 102.3.
Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too. Give Evergreen a call today for a tour.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
(13 to 11) the score after the first quarter. Some quick stats there, Mike.
St. Anthony 6 of 13 from the field, no trips to the line, 4 rebounds, 2 turnovers, 1 of 4 on 3. Dietrich 4 of 8 from the field, 3 of 4 from the line, 7 rebounds, 7 turnovers, 0 of 1 on 3.
Dietrich ball to start the second quarter. Britton gets a screen out top from Kuhl. Now finds Westendorf at the top of the key. Over to Leidy, left side. Leidy looks inside, nothing doing. Goes to Booty, now to Britton. Right baseline, puts up a shot that's blocked out of bounds by Antrim. It'll be Dietrich ball, but boy, Antrim got up and swatted that one away.
Yes, he did. Very athletic play by Logan Antrim.
So Dietrich will inbounds on the baseline. Looking out top for Booty. He catches it at the volleyball line, backs up a step, now goes to the right wing. Walsh right there with him. St. Anthony's been man-to-man this entire game thus far. Out top, Westendorf is stripped by Antrim, who come over to help. Now Antrim drives for the layup, and he got it to go. Antrim with 6 makes it 15-11, back to a 4-point advantage for the Bulldogs.
You've got to take care of the basketball if Logan Antrim is near you.
Leidy around the screen out top, and that's going to be a moving pick. Yep, Jack Westendorf was not set, and he gets called for the offensive foul.
His first, second on the Maroons, second turnover of the quarter. And these early moments of the quarter for Dietrich, we kind of reverted right back to the way we started versus the last half of that first quarter where they took care of the basketball.
Antrim walks it up court for St. Anthony. They lead by 4, looking to add to it. They spin it around the perimeter. Nuxall looks inside for a posting Croy. Shot up and blocked by Westendorf. Westendorf got the rebound, actually lost it, got it back, and Dietrich will now bring it up court. Britton takes it to the right side. Now finds Booty top of the key. Bryce working on Walsh, gets it to Cool, around to Leidy. Leidy to Cool, to Westendorf, back to Cool. He goes to the right wing, now finds Leidy, top of the key, 3 off the side of the rim, no good, and nothing but Bulldogs there for the rebound as Croy takes it down. He gets it to Antrim. Antrim put it up to Nuxall, who wasn't quite ready for the pass. Turned just in time to control it. Now they leave it with Croy. Works into the lane, out to Antrim. Corner 3, good. Logan Antrim has 9, and it's a 7-point advantage for St. Anthony, their largest of the night. Westendorf to Leidy. Leidy left wing. Moves out to Westendorf on the right side, now to Britton. Britton spins away from Antrim for a second, drives into the lane. Tough shot off the glass, no good. Rebound Craig Croy. Croy will bring it up court, now finds Nuxall on the wing. He goes to the baseline, pulls up from 15, got it. Nobody stopped Nuxall, and he was able to hit the jumper, and all of a sudden St. Anthony's pushed the lead out to 9, 20-11 with 5:55 to show on the second quarter clock, and we're going to take a break. It'll be a 60-second timeout here at the Enlow Center. You're listening to High School Hoops on KJ Country 102.3.
ProLube of Effingham is more than just your favorite oil change shop. We sell and install all major brands of tires. Check engine light on? We also perform diagnostic and repair work. Call or stop by today for a free quote at ProLube of Effingham.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever, Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Enjoy the conveniences of banking with all the services offered at Washington Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
Josh Comrade took the timeout here with 5:55 to play in the second quarter. His team, again, plagued by turnovers, has to do something different. They're going to run a play up ahead to Britton. Walsh got back to knock it away as St. Anthony picked up full court man-to-man. Britton basically went on a fly pattern. They hit him with the pass, but Walsh knocked it loose at the last second.
Kennan ran him down and was able to knock it loose and just about ended up with St. Anthony ball.
Cool takes the inbounds under the basket. Tried to squirm for a shot, had no room, passed out of there. The ball was tipped, but Booty was able to control it for the moving Maroons. He goes to Britton. Britton gets a screen from Cool, now out top to Westendorf. Fakes a 3, drives, leaves it with Booty. Booty around the screen, hop step into the lane. Shot off the glass is good. Bryce Booty with his 4th point of the night cuts into the lead of St. Anthony. It's now 20-13.
That ended that 7-0 run to start the quarter.
5:20 on the second quarter clock as St. Anthony works it to Hutsey, right back to Antrim. Fakes a 3, now hands it off to Nuxall. He'll take the 3 from the wing. It's no good, and Jack Westendorf has the rebound, hit him in the chest. He surrounds it, leaves it with Britton, who hustles it up court. Now they flip it out to Booty, to Leidy. Right wing, Leidy's calling for a screen from Cool. Now moves to the top of the key where he finds Westendorf, who hands it off to Booty on the left side. Booty works to the top of the key, back to Westendorf, left wing, drives in, offensive foul as Nuxall got underneath and took the charge for St. Anthony.
That'll be Jack's second to third on the Maroons and their 3rd turnover of the quarter.
Well, that was a courageous play when you've got Jack Westendorf coming in at you. Nuxall stood in front and drew the offensive foul. And now we're at the under 5 timeout with 4:53 to play in the second quarter. It's St. Anthony 20, Dietrich 13, high school basketball on KJ Country 102.3.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located South Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too. Give Evergreen a call today for a tour.
4:53 to play in the second quarter, 20-13. St. Anthony with the lead here over Dietrich in this NTC Shootout Championship game.
And, it's really been, we talked about the little runs, but it's just, little things drawing the charge down there. You've had, on this end, was it a charge? Was it a block? Was it a double dribble? Was it a travel? And, they've been big swings because when those things have happened, it's usually compounded with a bucket at the other end.
And Jack Westendorf is going to have to be careful. He has 2 fouls here, and he's going to stay in the ball game for the Dietrich Moving Maroons. St. Anthony might try to attack him a little bit. We'll see.
And he's been aggressive defensively. He's got at least 2 blocks, if not 3.
Croy works into the lane, now leaves it with Walsh in the left corner. Walsh is looking inside. Elects to bring it out to the top of the key where he finds Antrim over on the right wing. Britton is there with him. That's a fun matchup between 2 of the quickest guards you'll see. They do get it to Walsh on the left side. He's pretty quick too. Now a pass out top. Booty almost got the steal. Nuxall is able to control it. Now he drives down the lane, bounces it out top to Walsh. Walsh to Antrim. Antrim around the screen. Long 2 on the way is good. And Logan Antrim is in double figures with 11. And he has half of St. Anthony's points as it's 22-13.
And Britton's done it in a lot of different ways.
Britton drew a double team, but he got it inside to Westendorf. His shot from the left side, no good. Cool rebound, put back was contested. Now Westendorf does get this board, and he will stick it up and in. Much needed bucket for Dietrich as they are trailing 22-15. 3:40 to play in the second quarter, and they're going to call Walsh for a carry as he got a little uncertain with what he wanted to do out top, it appeared.
Yeah, he kind of hesitated. He thought he wanted to do something and then changed his mind and kind of carried it a little bit there.
Dietrich with a chance to get a little closer. Here's that 2-2-1 3/4 court trap again. Dietrich gets it across the timeline. Booty slipped, but he managed to get it to Britton. Britton to Cool into Westendorf. Contact on the shot, no good. Leidy an offensive rebound. His putback is good. Andrew Leidy scores his 4th point of the night, makes it 22-17 with 3:17 to play in the second quarter. It's a 5-point game again after St. Anthony had pushed the lead to 9. Walsh handling out on the perimeter. Picks up the dribble, leaves it with Croy, who's cutting to the basket, works to the weak side, under the hoop, lays it up and in. Pretty move by Craig Croy, and it's 24-17, under 3 minutes to play here in the quarter. Backing it out and slowing things down is Dietrich's Andrew Leidy. Gets a screen from Cool, now works into the lane. Contact, no call, as he got a pass away to Westendorf. Westendorf working on Hutsey, finds Booty. Booty cuts to the left baseline, back to Westendorf. Long 2 on the way is good for Jack. He has 6 now in the ball game, and it's a 5-point affair again, 24-19.
Dietrich just keeps hanging around.
Walsh left open on a wing 3. It's off the mark. Rebound. Nuxall up high for it, but he and Cool battle, and the ball's popped free, and Bryce Booty's there to get it for Dietrich. He brings it up the sideline, and he's bumped over there. And we have a St. Anthony personal with 2:20 to play in the first half.
I believe that's Kenan Walsh, and that'll be his first on the Bulldogs.
Sorry, Mike. Walsh will come out, as does Nuxall. Ty Weedman back in, as is James Schutte for Coach Cody Rinker. Inbounds into backcourt for Britton. He looks for advice from Coach Crumweedy. Now St. Anthony continues to play the man-to-man as they go to Booty on the wing, out top to Westendorf. Westendorf has it poked loose by Hutsey, and then Hutsey just kind of pushes Westendorf to the ground trying to get to the loose ball.
That's Seth's first. That'll be the 5th on the Bulldogs. That was 2 kids going for a loose ball, but Seth kind of had that right hand in Westendorf's pocket and gave him a little shove down low and gained an advantage, definitely.
Yeah. 2:05 to play in the second quarter. Again, Dietrich inbounds the backcourt. Mick Willenberg into the ball game, replaced Craig Croy at the dead ball. Dietrich has it with Britton, lobs it underneath to Cool after Cool set him a screen. He gets it out top to Westendorf to Leidy left wing. Leidy brings it across the top of the key where he hands it to Cool to Booty. Right wing 3 off the mark. Rebound, no, Westendorf. He muscles in for a shot. It's too strong, and the rebound's taken down by Weedman of St. Anthony. He'll push it up the left side. Got it to Antrim, to Weedman. Top of the key, three, no good. Nick Willenberg, an offensive rebound, but his putback is left short. And the rebound this time to Dietrich's Jack Westendorf. He finds Britton, who brings it up the right side. Britton gets into the lane, now leaves it with Booty. Booty will drive the left side, puts a shot off the glass, too strong again for Dietrich. Hutsey grabs the long rebound, drives it up court, got the layup to go as Dietrich was challenging him all the way, but Seth Hutsey's able to connect for his fourth point of the night.
That was an impressive bucket by Seth. He was going 100 mile an hour, and he was off balance and still scored.
Dietrich going to take another timeout with 1:05 to play in the first half of action. It is St. Anthony 26, Dietrich 19. We'll be back in 30 seconds on KJ Country 102.3.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
ProLube of Effingham is more than just your favorite oil change shop. We sell and install all major brands of tires. Check engine light on? We also perform diagnostic and repair work. Call or stop by today for a free quote at ProLube of Effingham.
Quick timeout taken by Dietrich with 1:05 to play in the second quarter. Again, it's St. Anthony leading this one 26-19, but they just can't shake free from this pesky moving maroon ball club. Britton takes the pass in backcourt. St. Anthony still in the man-to-man. Both teams have played man this entire contest. Cool to Booty, baseline to Britton, right side. Looks inside for Cool. Pass a half a second too late. Antrim got down there to tip it out of bounds. It'll stay with Dietrich.
Yeah, and again, that's just Logan Antrim's hustle and quickness, and, busted his tail to get down there to knock that pass away.
Corey Gephardt came in at the dead ball because they want to protect Jack Westendorf with those two fouls. Dietrich working it around the perimeter. Leidy has it. Knocked loose. Good job by Ty Weedman to force the ball loose. Willenberg gets the steal ahead to Weedman. Shot is blocked from behind. One official signaled out of bounds, but another official said there was contact on the shot, so it'll be a couple of free throws for Ty Weedman.
I believe that foul was on Mr. Cool. His fourth on the Maroons.
43.6 seconds on the second quarter clock as Weedman goes to the line. His free throw is nothing but net. He has his first point of the night. And that is the sixth St. Anthony Bulldog to score in this ball game. Next one for Weedman is good. Count them. So he connects on both of them, and now we will see Kyle Stewart into the ball game for the first time. The junior will replace Seth Hutsey as the lead again is 9 for St. Anthony, matching their largest of the night. St. Anthony showing a little pressure in backcourt. It's a man-to-man, so they drop off and let Booty bring it up court. He's picked up there by Weedman at the timeline. Booty now takes it to the right wing, picks up his dribble, found Cool at the free throw line. He's got a crowd around him, but he does get it to Booty. Skip pass to Leidy over on the right wing. Leidy calls for Gephardt to come out of the corner, now backs it out and leaves it with Booty to Britton. 18 seconds left in the second quarter. Britton goes over to the right side, gets it out top to Leidy, over to Gephardt. Gephardt to Booty, 10 seconds on the clock. Dangerous pass out top, and it is stolen. Antrim gets the steal, slips and falls down, but he picks up the loose ball, fires up a 15-footer, no good. Rebound wrestled out of there by Gephardt. Three-quarter court shot at the buzzer is off the backboard, no good, as the quarter comes to a close. St. Anthony will carry a 28-19 advantage into the locker room here at the half of this NTC Shootout Championship game. You're catching all the action here on KJ Country 102.3.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever. Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Enjoy the conveniences of banking with all the services offered at Washington Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located south Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
This is the Compass Advisory Group Halftime Show. For all of your insurance needs, contact Corey McDaniel at 347-9697.
halftime score, St. Anthony 28 and Dietrich 19, as the St. Anthony Bellettes are entertaining this crowd here at halftime, and congratulations to them. They finished 11th in the state at the virtual state competition. Only 30 teams were qualified, and St. Anthony's Bellettes finished 11th, and they are performing here at the half at the Enlow Center. Well, St. Anthony, a fairly good performance in the first half of action. They put together quarters of 13 and 15 for their total of 28. The 9-point lead that we have at halftime matches the largest lead they've had in this contest, and it's been a fairly balanced attack with the exception of Logan Antrim. He has 11 of the 28 for St. Anthony. Then Grant Nuxall, Craig Croy, and Seth Hutsey each have 4 points apiece. James Schutte has added 3 points, and Ty Weedman rounds out the St. Anthony scoring with 2 points here at halftime. For the Dietrich Moving Maroons, they had quarters of 11 and 8 for their total of 19. They do have a balanced attack amongst 4 players of the 6 that have played in this one, as Jack Westendorf has 6 points, 5 points for Pete Britton, 4 points for Bryce Booty and for Andrew Leidy. Derek Poole and Corey Gebhardt have both played as well for Dietrich. Didn't mention the players who haven't scored for St. Anthony but have contributed. That includes Kenan Walsh, James Schutte. Well, I mentioned him with 3 points. Mick Willenberg's played off the bench, as has Kyle Stewart in the first half of action for St. Anthony. Again, they lead this one at the half, 28-19. Lots of other National Trail Conference shootouts games going on in the area. Much of them should be at halftime or getting there shortly. So we'll check on scores at the studios from Brian. We'll also get you some stats from Mike Wilson as well after a quick break on the halftime show, where St. Anthony leads Dietrich 28-19 on KJ Country 102.3.
Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too. Give Evergreen a call today for a tour.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
28-19, the halftime score. Mike Wilson has all the stats for you here at the half.
All right, Matt. Let's start with Dietrich Moving Maroons. Second quarter, 4 of 13 from the field, 8 of 31 from the half, 26%. They did not go to the line in the second quarter, 3 of 4 for the half, 75%. 9 rebounds, gave them 16 for the half. 5 turnovers, gave them 12, so they cut that down a little bit. 0 of 3 on 3, 0 of 4 for the half. For the Bulldogs, 6 of 12 from the field, makes them 12 of 25, 48%. 2 of 2 from the line, 100%. See, I could do that math. 4 rebounds, 8 for the half. 1 turnover, 3 for the half. 1 of 4 from 3, 2 of 8, 25%. Individually, first for Dietrich. Bryce Moody is 1 of 4 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line, 1 rebound. Andrew Leidy is 2 of 4 from the field, 0 of 1 from the line, 3 rebounds. Pete Britton, 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 1 from the line, 1 rebound. Derek Kuhl, 0 of 1 from the field, 3 rebounds. Jack Westendorf, 3 of 7 from the field with 7 rebounds. And Corey Gebhardt pulled down a rebound. For the St. Anthony Bulldogs, Logan Antrim, 5 of 6 from the field. And he hit his first 5. He missed that last one in transition there. 5 of 6 from the field. Kenan Walsh, 0 of 5 from the field, 1 rebound. Grant Nuxall, 2 of 3 from the field. Craig Croy is 2 of 4 from the field with 3 rebounds. Seth Hutsey, 2 of 3 from the field. Ty Weedman, 0 of 1 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line, 2 rebounds. James Schutte, 1 of 2 from the field, 1 rebound. Mick Willenberg, 0 of 1 from the field with 1 rebound.
All right.
That's all of them.
Hey, that's it. That's the stats here at the half, 28-19. St. Anthony with the advantage over Dietrich. Let's check in back at the studio, see if Brian has gathered up some scores from around the area yet.
We are getting scores coming in, and I'll tell you, they're just getting started over on our sister station there as Mattoon is at Effingham. They had a lot of senior night activities. That's why they're a little bit later than expected. But you can hear that Effingham versus Mattoon game on 97.9 XFM. We did get a final in at Mount Zion where Tetopolis was victorious 54-37. In the Casey Westfield at Newton game, apparently Casey had trouble with their bus tonight, so that game going to be a little bit delayed. And a halftime score from Altamont, where I believe South Central was barely ahead of Altamont at the half, 16-15. And with 10 seconds left, North Clay is just ahead of St. Elmo Brownstown, 64-63. Very close game there. Also, this score coming in from Lincoln, the Railers of Lincoln leading Taylorville 15-10. That's your high school update. We'll have more, but a quick update on the Big Ten games, where Michigan defeated Maryland 79-66. Purdue lost to Ohio State 87-78. That game went into overtime. And I'm looking for my score on the Illini. With 3 minutes to go, it's 87-63. Fighting Illini currently leading with a few minutes to go. That's your scores.
Thank you very much, Brian. We appreciate your help back at the studios as always. One note to add to that Altamont score, 16-15, the advantage for South Central, as you mentioned at the half, but Caden Earhart did score his 1,000th point in his career as he was able to get that done in the nick of time, as tonight is the last night for Altamont's season.
So congratulations. That is quite an accomplishment.
Absolutely.
They may have had to schedule another game tomorrow if he ended with like 999 or something, you know.
And that would have been a tough break for a youngster, and I know there's some players in the area that are close to that mark, and in a regular season they probably would have been able to achieve it. But again, congratulations to Caden as he scored his 1,000th point in his, but they are trailing at the half 16-15 against South Central in that 3-4 matchup at Altamont. Well, here it's St. Anthony with the 28-19 edge over Dietrich, and let's take a 60-second break, come back with the second half of action here on KJ Country 102.3.
ProLube of Effingham is more than just your favorite oil change shop. We sell and install all major brands of tires. Check engine light on? We also perform diagnostic and repair work. Call or stop by today for a free quote at ProLube of Effingham.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever, Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Enjoy the conveniences of banking with all the services offered at Washington Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
Back at halftime, 28-19 the scores. We're getting set for action to resume between St. Anthony and Dietrich. And boy, a couple of keys to the ball game in my mind. Dietrich's got to do a little better job of taking care of the ball, and maybe those shots will start falling a little easier for him as well. St. Anthony just continue to play the tough defense you have, and you put yourself in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, you know, the problem for Dietrich's been the first 2.5 minutes of the quarter is when they probably have 8 of their 12 turnovers in that window, and you know, it's just a case where do that and then, you know, finish a few things inside. I think at times they're worried about contact more than worrying about putting the ball in the hole. They'll take care of themselves. So this first 2.5 minutes right here are going to be important.
Yeah, until we get to that under 5 timeout, going to tell a lot of the story of this ball game. Dietrich can pull themselves right back in it, or St. Anthony could possibly pull away and run and hide. But we'll see how it goes as it's St. Anthony ball to inbounds at the timeline. Antrim gets it to Nuxall, baseline to Croy. Croy sees a size advantage. He goes right at Leidy, and Leidy's going to be called for a foul as Croy's head to the free throw line less than 10 seconds into the second half.
That's Andrew's first on the Maroons.
So Craig Croy, the only junior in the starting lineup for this St. Anthony Bulldog Ball Club. Free throw up is good. And he's really the only underclassman that gets any minutes of a substantial nature for St. Anthony.
You know, he caught that ball down there in that little short corner area, and there was nobody within 4 feet of him.
Both free throws are good for Croy, and that pushes the lead to 11, and it's the largest lead of the night for the Bulldogs. They pick up this time in a 1-2-2 three-quarter court trap. Dietrich works it to Kuhl, who's crossed the timeline, now on the wing, finds Booty in the corner to Leidy. Leidy has a trap coming, gets it to Britton safely on the wing. He loads up for a 3. It's off the mark. Great rebound, though, by Westendorf. Jack will stick it up and in, and we're back to a 9-point game. St. Anthony with the ball in the lead, and 7:30 to play in the third quarter as Antrim bounces it across for Walsh. Walsh works from the right wing, now leaves it with Nuxall. He moves to the elbow of the free throw line, looks back for Walsh in the corner for three, and he buried it. Kenan Walsh's first 3 points of the night extends the lead to 12 for St. Anthony, 33-21. Dietrich beats the pressure. They get it up court to Westendorf, to Booty on the right side, inside to Kuhl, spins in a crowd, got it to Westendorf. Corner three is too strong. Rebound tipped and finally controlled by Walsh. They'll bring it up court on the right side. Tried to get it under to Hutsey, a little miscommunication. Pass sails out of bounds. I'm not sure if the pass was just off target or if he thought Hutsey was going to keep cutting under the basket.
I think that's one of those, a miscommunication.
So, just over a minute played in the second half. St. Anthony with the full court pressure. Dietrich breaks it again. They leave it with Britton. Short jumper from 15 is short. Rebound, though, comes out to Britton. Nobody boxed him out, and he was able to track down the board. Leaves it with Booty. St. Anthony in a zone defensively.
Now they're switching.
They find Kuhl. Free throw line jumper off the heel of the rim. No good. Rebound Antrim. He's always in a hurry. Outlet. Nice run up ahead to Hutsey. Shot from the left side of the lane is good. What a bounce pass to Seth Hutsey, who ran the court and was able to stick it up and in. Dietrich has to push it up court to beat the pressure. Antrim's got his hands on the ball a couple of times. Now he goes to the floor to knock it loose, and a jump ball is whistled, and I think Dietrich's fortunate to have that whistled as a jump.
Right. Logan just couldn't get enough handle on the ball to shovel it out to a teammate. Dietrich was able to tie it up.
Britton will take it off the inbounds, works into the lane, hands it off to Westendorf, fakes a shot, now drives baseline. Before the shot got away, a foul was called. It'll be Dietrich ball out of bounds. Westendorf's like, I made the shot, we'll just take that.
That's Seth Hutsey's second, and the first on the Bulldogs.
Dietrich lobs it into Westendorf. Catch and shot all in one motion, and it's good. Jackson double figures now with 10 off the slick little inbounds play, and it's 35-23 with 6 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Good little job of screening by the Maroons down there.
Antrim works off a screen, finds Nuxall, who drives in, bounces it to Hutsey. Strong layup. Oh, it's too strong from the right side. Rebound ripped out of there by Derek Kuhl. Outlet ahead to Britton. Drives all the way to the left baseline. Jump pass in the lane to Westendorf. Triple teamed, and Antrim knocks it loose. Comes out of there with it on the run. He's driving for the right-handed layup, and he gets it to go. Logan Antrim with 13 extends the lead back to 14 for St. Anthony, 37-23. Leidy with it on the right side. Cut off by Nuxall on that baseline. Finds Booty. Wing three. Buried it. Bryce Booty with 7. Makes it 37-26 with 5:10 to play in the third.
You know, that steal Logan had, he gets those not from his man a lot of times. If you're somewhere else with the ball, he'll just, if he's close enough, he'll just go take it from you.
Dietrich shows zone here this trip. St. Anthony just says, let's spread the court. They don't have to be in a hurry. They'll work for a good one, leading by 11. Nuxall with it in the corner. Skip pass across to Croy on the left wing. He drives, gets into a double team, now splits it, gets into the lane, sticks it up and in. Craig Croy with 8 makes it 39-26 with 4:35 and counting in the third. Britton in backcourt, flips it to Booty, who crosses the timeline. He's double teamed, got it to Britton. Britton threw it right in the middle of the lane. It was knocked down by Nuxall, but Leidy came to the ball, grabbed it, tried to get a shot away, and Nuxall from the seat of his pants reached up and got a hold of Leidy, and there'll be a couple of free throws after the under 5 timeout.
Grant's second, and the second on the Bulldogs, and as he was laying in the lane, he just decided he wasn't going to let Leidy shoot the layup and grabbed his arm.
4:27 to play in the third. It is St. Anthony 39, Dietrich 26. High school basketball on KJ Country 102.3.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located south Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too. Give Evergreen a call today for a tour.
39-26 the score, 4:27 to play in the third quarter as we're at the under 5 timeout. St. Anthony has pushed the lead to 14 after leading by 9 a couple of different times, but right now, again, like much of the night, Dietrich is hanging around, and they need these free throws here from Leidy to get them a little closer.
Yeah, they just, like you said, they keep hanging around. Bryce Moody hit a big three, and that's helped them a lot. And it's just, they need to get it under like 10, get it to 8.
Yeah. Free throw on the way for Leidy. Around and out, no good. Hit the side of the rim, the backboard, and came off. So it remains a 13-point edge for St. Anthony. Leidy takes a dribble, puts this one up, and it is good. He goes 1 of 2 at the line. Andrew has 5 on the night, and it's a 12-point contest. Dietrich appears to be picking up in a man-to-man this time as Antrim hands it off to Croy. Croy is now picked up by Britton, and Croy just powers his way in the lane. Britton goes down, shot hit off the backboard. Lots of contact, no call either way, and Dietrich comes out of there with the rebound, and Britton is limping up court. That's not good for Dietrich. They get it to Cool, baseline. He goes to Leidy at the top, at the free throw line. Now bounces it out top to Booty, to Britton. Britton still moving gingerly, working on Antrim. Takes it over to the right side. Now flips it out top to Westendorf to Leidy. Leidy bounces it into Cool. Cool spins in the post. Shot is blocked by Croy, who got a hand on it, and rebound to Nuxall. He handed it off to Antrim. Antrim flips it to Nuxall. Nuxall weaves into the lane, goes to the right side, scoops a layup up and in.
Nice move by Grant Nuxall.
Pushes the lead to 14 again for St. Anthony with 3:30 to play in the third quarter. Dietrich across the timeline, pass to Westendorf, slips right off his hands along the sideline and goes out of bounds. Just the second turnover for Dietrich, something that's kind of plagued them throughout the night.
Right. Second turnover, they're getting opportunities now. They're just not hitting their shots.
I guess we should clarify second in the quarter.
Yes, I'm sorry.
No, that's me. St. Anthony skipping it around the perimeter. Walsh has it out top now. Working on Dietrich's man-to-man. Nuxall's posting up on Britton. He backs his way in. Squirm, shot from the baseline, good. Nuxall just said, I'm bigger than you, and got the shot to fall.
Yeah, I'm going to get you down here, and then I'm going to turn and elevate.
It's a 16-point edge for St. Anthony, their largest of the night. Dietrich gets it into the middle of the lane. Cool bounces it to Leidy. Pass was a little tough to handle. Leidy tracked it down, got it to Booty, who spins on the wing, falls down, goes right to Leidy, who looks in for Cool. And Derek Cool has his first points of the night, and that's 43-29 now. St. Anthony with the ball in the lead after Cool stuck it up and in. Antrim flips it to Croy left side. Croy skip pass to Walsh. Walsh works to the right wing where he leaves it with Nuxall. Nuxall back in the corner to Walsh. Open three, a little strong. Leidy had a chance at the rebound, but it was taken away by Antrim. He grabbed the board, launches a three from the top of the key. It's no good. Dietrich fights with each other, knocks it away, and Nuxall grabs the rebound. Got it to Croy. He skips it out to Antrim for a three. It's no good. And Dietrich grabs this board finally. It's Pete Britton restoring order for the Dietrich moving Maroons. They bring it up court. Britton hesitates, now gets into the lane. Shots blocked, but a foul's called as Britton was hit on the arm. But I think they're pointing out of bounds. So it must have been before the shot. So it wasn't Hutsey with the foul. It was Croy before on the floor.
The shot, yeah.
Four new Bulldogs checking into the ball game as Antrim will stay. Checking in is Ty Weedman, James Schutte. Justin Ruhal will make his first appearance. The senior steps onto the court. And Mick Willenberg's back out there for the Bulldogs as well, as St. Anthony leads by 14 with 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Lob to Cool at the elbow. He gets it to Britton in the corner for three. It's way too strong. Rebound tracked down by Justin Ruhal. He'll hand it off to Antrim, who pushes it to Weedman. Back out top to Antrim, around to Ruhal. Ruhal to the free throw line to Weedman. Loads up a three from the wing, buried it. Ty Weedman connects. He has 5 in the ball game, and St. Anthony is up 17 as they are methodically pulling away here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they just keep chipping.
Dietrich pushes it up court. They got it to Cool. Cool pressured, tried to make a pass, and it's knocked down. St. Anthony came up with a steal, and then Dietrich reached up and committed the foul to prevent the layup. Opportunity heading the other way.
Bryce Moody's second on the Maroons this half. And, Derek Cool had an idea what he wanted to do down there, and once he got in the air, the idea vanished, and he just kind of flipped it into hoping an area someone would grab it.
Minute 25 on the third quarter clock. St. Anthony looking to add to their largest lead of the night, up 46-29. Ruhal with it. Gets it in the corner to Weedman. He's open for three again and buries it again. You give Ty some space, he'll knock that down, and St. Anthony is up 20 now, 49-29. Dietrich gets it across the timeline, and there's a bump and a whistle.
Justin Newhall's first and the third on the Bulldogs.
So Bryce Booty will trigger the inbounds from just on his side of half court. Looks to Cool out top. Cool hands it to Britton, who brings it to the right wing. Picked up by Antrim, gets a screen from Cool, now leaves it with Westendorf out top. They go to Booty, left wing. Booty double team, needs some help, pass is batted down by Willenberg, and he gets the steal. Leaves it with Ruhal, who flips it to Antrim, who pushes it ahead to Weedman. Another corner three, you bet. Ty Weedman is feeling it now. He has 11 off the bench for the Bulldogs, and they're up 52-29. Dietrich hustles it up court. They find Leidy. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebound, Booty. His putback is good as he was fouled. Bryce Booty caught that one right on the block, and the defense, as they fouled him, forced him out towards the baseline, and he was still able to get the shot to fall.
Coach Crumwitty's asking his kids, who's guarding Weedman? Because Ty's been open in that corner, and he's making them pay for it.
Booty's free throw is up and off the mark, no good. Rebound Shooty for St. Anthony. To Antrim, 30 seconds to play in the third. Antrim hesitates, now goes to the baseline. Cut off by Britton, sends it out to Willenberg. Willenberg, top of the key, tried to hand it off, and Leidy's there to intercept. Makes a great move as Ruhal flies by him, and Leidy steps around him and sticks it up and in for the layup.
Second turnover in the quarter for the Bulldogs.
10 seconds to play as Antrim gets it across the timeline, goes into the lane, and he's pushed with 7.6 seconds on the clock. Foul whistled before any sort of a shot, but it'll be St. Anthony ball to inbounds, and they do say it's under the basket on the baseline.
Andrew Leidy's second, third. Oh.
Just ahead of the inbounds play, St. Anthony was able to send Landon Adams into the ball game. He replaces James Shooty. The final senior will step into the game for St. Anthony. Inbounds goes to Antrim. Kind of catches and shoots all in one motion. It's no good. Westendorf with the rebound. He gets it to Britton at half court. Loads up a shot. Oh, it hit the front of the rim but bounced off. No good. But St. Anthony, an impressive third quarter, has pushed the lead to 52-33 as they have a commanding advantage headed into the final period of action here at the NTC Shootout Championship game on KJ Country 102.3.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
ProLube of Effingham is more than just your favorite oil change shop. We sell and install all major brands of tires. Check engine light on? We also perform diagnostic and repair work. Call or stop by today for a free quote at ProLube of Effingham.
(52-33), St. Anthony with an impressive third quarter. The numbers from that one, Mike?
Dietrich, 6 of 14 from the field, 1 of 3 from the line, 7 rebounds, 4 turnovers, 1 of 5 on 3. Bulldogs, 9 of 15 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line, 7 rebounds, 2 turnovers, 4 of 7 on 3.
Changes for the Bulldogs as Kenan Walsh will handle the point guard duties as Antrim has a seat. He gets a screen out top, now bounces it in for Seth Hutsey. He's working on Westendorf, posts up, shot no good, Leidy a rebound, and he was fouled from behind by appears to be Craig Croy of St. Anthony. So the Bulldogs are running with Weedman, Walsh, Nuxall, Croy, and Hutsey. Dietrich has their starting 5 out there. They played the majority of the minutes by far for Coach Crumwitty. St. Anthony led by as many as 20 in the third quarter. They have the 19-point edge now. Britton handling on the sideline. St. Anthony fans don't like the whistles. They thought Walsh picked him clean, but the official said they got him with the body.
Kennan's second, and that's the 5th on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it looks to be the 7th as St. Anthony's going to the line for a 1-and-1.
Oh, it is the 7th.
Corey Gebhardt checking into the ball game for Dietrich, replaces Derek Kuhl. Senior for senior swap there for for Dietrich, as both coaches are cognizant this is the last game of the season for their kids. Want to make sure their seniors especially get some time on the court. Britton's free throw hit the front of the rim and then crawled over. It's good for his first point since the first quarter. He has 6 now in the ball game. Britton takes his time, puts this one up. It's nothing but net, so give him 7 and makes it 52-35. Kenan Walsh works against Britton to get it across the timeline. Gets a screen out top from Nuxall. Flips it over to him now on the right side, who hands it off to Weedman. Weedman steps back. Whitey stays right with him.
Step back. He was getting in Vinnie Johnson mode there for a second.
Croy sweeps into the lane, had the ball knocked away, finds Weedman in the corner for 3. This one's off the front of the rim, no good. And Westendorf grabs another Dietrich rebound. Gets it to Britton, who brings it up the right side. Britton working over there is double teamed, finds Westendorf in the corner. He tries to pass it out of there. Hutsey bats it down. Westendorf tries to save it. Gebhardt had to save it at the timeline. Tried to get it to a teammate, but stepping in front and getting the steal is Kenan Walsh. He drives for the layup, and it's 54-35, back to the 19-point edge for St. Anthony. 6:43 to play in the ball game as Booty goes baseline. Weaves his way between defenders. Somehow got a shot up. It didn't go. Rebound's tapped around, and Croy has it. Outlet to Weedman, bringing it up the left side. Stops on the left wing, leaves it back out with Nuxall. Grant calls for some help, finds Hutsey in the corner. Hutsey looks for the cutter. That's Walsh down the lane. Got under the basket, so he kicked it out to Croy for 3. Shot is strong, and the rebound will go out of bounds on the weak side. Nobody touched it. It'll be Dietrich ball. Jack Westendorf going to check into the ball game. Derek Poole returns for the Moving Maroons as Josh Crumwoody switches out the big men.
Giving each of his big men a blow here for about a minute.
6:05 on the fourth quarter clock as Leidy gets it at the top of the key. Looks for Britton left wing. Britton has the ball poked away by Antrim. Antrim gets the steal. Britton runs into him trying to get it back, and that'll be a Dietrich personal.
Should be his first and the 4th on the Maroons.
So Dietrich had Andrew Winnie in there for a second, the 6'3 junior. Now will check out as Derek Kuhl comes in to replace him. So Andrew Winnie with a appearance there for Dietrich. St. Anthony brings it across the timeline. Walsh crosses over on Gebhardt, gets it to the corner to Schutte. Schutte will drive in, spins on the right side, shot off the glass is good. James Schutte with 5, makes it 56-35, a 21-point edge now for St. Anthony, their largest of the night. Dietrich, though, pushes it up court quickly against the pressure. They got it to Kuhl. Derek tried to take the baseline and was bumped.
Seth Hutsey's 3rd and the 8th on the Bulldogs.
Jack Westendorf checks back in for Dietrich as he replaces Gebhardt. Kuhl at the line. Spins the ball in his hand, puts the free throw up, and he got it, so he will get the bonus. Derek Kuhl's 3rd point of the night. He's usually one of the leading scorers for the Dietrich Moving Maroons. St. Anthony is really focused on him this evening.
Yeah, when he's had the ball down low, there's been a lot of company around him, and they're big-sized kids, and he's just been hesitant.
Free throw is short, but Westendorf grabs the rebound, turns, leans in, shot off the glass too strong. Hutsey grabs this rebound for St. Anthony. He gets it to Nuxall, who will trot it across the timeline, hands it off to Walsh. Walsh, way out on the right wing, backs out towards the center circle, now moves to the right wing where Britton's right there to hassle him. Leaves it with Hutsey in the corner. Hutsey will get some momentum, run into the lane, find Nuxall on the left wing for 3, and he buried it. Grant Nuxall now in double figures. He has 11 on the night, and it's 59-36, a 23-point lead now for St. Anthony. Whitey across the timeline, trapped, and the pass is tipped by Walsh and taken away by the Bulldogs. They get it to Antrim. Antrim goes for the layup, and he's fouled, and Logan Antrim will step to the line for a couple.
Foul on Andrew Leidy, his 3rd, and Logan Antrim going to the line for 2.
4:58 showing on the fourth quarter clock. That horn signifies to the officials we're under 5 minutes, need to take a break. It is St. Anthony 59, Dietrich 36. High school boys basketball action on KJ Country 102.3.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever. Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Enjoy the conveniences of banking with all the services offered at Washington Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located South Route 45 here in Effingham or at danheck.com.
St. Anthony at the free throw line as we get back to action here with 4:58 on the clock. And the Bulldogs have just, like we said earlier, just kind of methodically pulled away in this game, just a point or two at a time.
Yeah, they got it there, and then you had the little spurt of the Ty Weedman show.
Yeah.
He hit back-to-back threes in about 15 seconds, and that kind of sealed the deal.
You've got 3 players in double figures for St. Anthony, 13 for Antrim, who makes it 14 now as he hits the front end of the two-shot foul. Grant Nuxall with 11 and Ty Weedman with 11. So you're talking about a very balanced attack with a team that has 60 points on the board.
Right.
Antrim's next is up. That's a little strong. Rebound tipped out, and Bryce Booty has it for Dietrich. He'll back it out and slow things down as St. Anthony picks up at the half court. They get it to Gephardt, who's back into the ball game. As the seniors are on the court right now for the Dietrich Moving Maroons with Bryce Booty and Pete Britton. Booty has it, drives right baseline, jump stop, shot left short. Rebound comes out long, and Kenan Walsh has it. He'll push it up the left side, goes all the way underneath, shot no good, some contact, no call, and Britton grabs the rebound for Dietrich. He pushes it up court himself, gets into the lane, puts up a floater, he left that short. Rebound James Schutte. Schutte, quick outlet ahead to Walsh on the right side. Lobs it for Nuxall, cutting on the left side. Ran into Cool, has to save it inbounds along the baseline, and he flipped it out to Schutte. Schutte will now penetrate into the lane, draws a crowd, gets it to Nuxall for a corner 3. Off the rim, no good. Schutte, though, an offensive rebound as he came down and amongst 3 Dietrich Moving Maroons. He was tied up. Gephardt actually forced the jump, and possession arrow does favor Dietrich, but good hustle there by James Schutte to give his team a chance at it.
Yeah, that, and Grant was falling out of bounds and just kind of threw it behind his back ended up, one hop right to Schutte out near midcourt.
Booty will bring it up court for Dietrich. They trail 60-36 halfway through the fourth quarter. Booty bounces it to Britton. Britton lobs it for Booty underneath. Shot is blocked, but a foul is whistled. Hutsey or Walsh, we'll see who they give it to.
Kenan Walsh.
So Bryce Booty stepping to the line. He has a chance to get in double figures at the charity stripe if he can connect on one of these 2 free throws.
Kenan tried to get that block emphatically.
Yeah.
And I think that was, I think Mr. Booty's the one that altered the layup at the other end. So there may have been some
give and take there?
Yeah. I remember he tried to tomahawk that one into the bleachers.
We might be seeing the exit of some of the seniors here for St. Anthony. We'll see how things work out with 3:53 on the clock. Booty's first free throw was good. His second one is good as again. He has 11. But checking out of the ball game was Grant Nuxall and Kenan Walsh for St. Anthony. Logan Antrim gets it across the timeline. Leaves it with Seth Hutsey. Hutsey spins into the lane, hands it off to Willenberg. He's on the right baseline, brings it out to the free throw line, tried to get it to Schutte. Pass was tipped by Booty, then off of Schutte, and out of bounds off of St. Anthony.
First turnover in the quarter for the Bulldogs.
Checking in is Leidy for Dietrich. Andrew will replace Bryce Booty as Andrew gets the inbounds pass from Corey Gephardt. And St. Anthony with 9 seniors on this team. Leidy sweeps into the lane, puts up a shot. It's no good, and a blocking foul is whistled against St. Anthony.
I believe that's on Mr. Ruhal, his second.
So with 3:28 to play in this one, Dietrich again returns to the free throw line, this time with Andrew Leidy, the 6'1 junior. First shot is up and nothing but net for Andrew. He'll be back for Dietrich fans next season. Now getting set to check in the lineup is number 13, Ojaz Desai. He will see his first action of the night as Pete Britton will head to the bench for the Moving Maroons. The sophomore gets a glad hand from the coach and the bench from the Moving Maroons. This one for Leidy is good. So give him 9 now in the ball game, and it's 60-40. And Schutte literally handed the ball to Antrim instead of flipping it to him there at the baseline off the inbounds. So it's out of bounds to Dietrich.
Yeah, that was awkward.
Yeah. Gephardt bounces it in for Cool. Back to Gephardt. Corner 3, that's his specialty, but it's off the mark, no good. Hutsey with the rebound to Ruhal. Up ahead to Antrim. They try to lob it into Shooty. Catches it in a crowd. Got it back out to Antrim. Top of the key. He spins in the lane. Leaves it with Hutsey. Muscling in for a shot. It's blocked by Westendorf. Gebhardt gets the rebound, and as he's trying to bring it out of trouble, a foul is called as Gebhardt was pushing it up court, trying to get away from the St. Anthony defense. And now Corey Gebhardt will step to the line for Dietrich.
James Shooty's second foul.
Corey, a 5'7" senior, comes in off the bench for this Dietrich ball club, but he has provided some big minutes over the years for Dietrich, really knocking down some clutch threes. Free throw up off the back of the rim, no good. Sure would love to see Corey get in the scoring column here tonight in his final ball game. The lefty senior puts this free throw up. Oh, it's off the heel of the rim again, no good. Shooty with the rebound, hands it to Antrim, and now Gebhardt had an idea of getting a steal, but they say he got too much of Antrim, so a foul is whistled with 3:05 to play.
His first, the sixth.
Ty Weidman going to check in for Seth Hutsey now for St. Anthony. Seth gets a big high five as he exits the floor, probably for the last time.
Ty will get off at least one more three. That's my bold prediction.
Ruhal works it up court, leaves it with Weidman around the screen, now finds Willenberg top of the key. He'll drive into the lane, kicks it out to Ruhal. Ruhal with a catch, and as he tries to make a move inside, he is fouled.
And I think that's Auger on the foul.
Appears to be. As now Dietrich will make a substitution. Jack Westendorf will exit the stage as he is replaced by Andrew Winning. Probably seeing his last action for the Dietrich Moving Maroons. St. Anthony will also make a substitution. They bring into the lineup another senior. Back in is Landon Adams. Free throw rattles around for Ruhal and drops off, no good. And he came in for Logan Antrim, and you heard a big roar from the St. Anthony faithful as Logan checks out of the ball game. So all seniors on the court still for St. Anthony as Leidy works around a screen out top, gets it to the baseline, stops, pops, 12-footer is short. Rebound, Shooty again grabbing the board for the Bulldogs. He'll push it up the right side. Gebhardt chases him down from behind and gets the steal. Outlet ahead to Desai, rather. Brings it across the timeline, now spins it back out. They leave it with Leidy. Leidy on the right side, gets a screen out there, and now gets bumped as Willenberg went in for the steal, and he'll get called for the foul. So we'll have a couple of free throws now as it's a double bonus for Dietrich.
Nick's first. Mr. Leidy goes in line to shoot two.
Not often is a team down 20 in double bonus at the end of a game. That's what we have. Leidy's first of two is up and good. So he's in double figures with 10. And Dietrich will send Dane Curry into the ball game, 5'11" senior, or sophomore rather, replaces 6'4" senior Derek Kuhl, and he gets a big hand from the Dietrich faithful. Next one on the way, it's good. Leidy hit them both. He has 11 now. Third Dietrich player in double figures. Weidman crosses the timeline, hands it to Ruhal. Ruhal sweeps into the lane, goes to Adams. He's a crowd favorite. He hands it off to Shooty. Shooty looks in the corner for Ruhal. He'll load up for a corner three. It's off the mark. Rebound tipped around, and it's controlled by Winning. Andrew hands it off to Leidy. Leidy crosses the timeline where he finds Gebhardt. Gebhardt at the center circle with 1:50 to go. Is matched up with Weidman. Gets it to Desai. Desai works it to the top of the key. Now into the lane. Little runner from the left hand. Oh, he left it short. Rebound taken down by Justin Ruhal for St. Anthony, and he'll bring it up court himself. Ruhal hands it off to Logan Adams. Loads up for a three. It's off the back of the rim. No good. Leidy secures the rebound for Dietrich. He pushes it up court to Curry. And we got a whistle and I think a timeout here. But it's just to let a substitution come into the ball game.
Yeah, that's Josh telling the official, we got subs here. And, that's a good official seeing that and just, hey, quick timeout. Let's get these kids on the floor.
And it also allows St. Anthony to sub out all of their seniors, and they all get a big hand from the St. Anthony faithful. A standing ovation across the way. Dietrich will work the ball inbounds. They get it to Cole Will. He checked in. Little miscommunication as there was a couple of Maroons who could have caught the pass. It went between them all and sails out of bounds for the fourth turnover of the quarter?
Fourth turnover.
So St. Anthony has some new fresh faces out there on the court. We'll catch them for you as quickly as we can as the Bulldogs work it around to Colton Fearday. Fearday spins it out top. They hand it off to Kyle Stewart, wearing number 15. He was in earlier. They work it around the perimeter. Got it with Griffin Sahi. Now into the hands of the big man. That's Will Haney. He sends it out to Stewart, to Sahi, and they're swinging it around the perimeter again. Bulldogs have it with Brandenberger. Now on the wing to Sahi, down in the left corner. Looks inside for Fearday. Out to Brandenberger, doesn't pull the trigger. Instead goes to Haney, and these Bulldogs are killing some clock. Stewart got it to Haney in the corner. He hands it off to Brandenberger. Brandenberger on the wing to Stewart. Now out top to Fearday. 25 seconds to play. 60-42 is your score. St. Anthony with the 18-point advantage. Brandenberger handling out top. Leaves it with Haney. Now to Stewart. 15 seconds to play. Stewart moves back to the center circle. Finds Griffin Sahi. The sophomore puts it over to Fearday. 7 seconds on the clock. Both crowds rise to appreciate their clubs as their seasons come to a close. Fearday has it knocked loose at the center circle, but the clock will expire as the game concludes with St. Anthony picking up the 60-42 victory. They were undefeated in conference play, and they also pick up the victory here in this NTC Championship Shootout contest by a score of 60-42 over the Dietrich Moving Maroons. Congratulations to both teams on a great season. Dietrich has their campaign closed with a record of 10-5 overall, and St. Anthony improves to 12-4 on the season as it was a fine year for both of these National Trail Conference teams. Again, the final score, St. Anthony 60, Dietrich 42. We'll be back with the post-game show on KJ Country 102.3.
Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too. Give Evergreen a call today for a tour.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
This is the Farm Credit Illinois post-game show. Farm Credit Illinois, assisting farmers for over 100 years.
Welcome back to the Enlow Center, home of the final game of the season for the St. Anthony Bulldogs and the Dietrich Moving Maroons. Never said that before, as this is an unusual year, and to say the least, both teams knew exactly when their season would come to a close, and they both earned the right to compete in the first ever National Trail Conference Shootout, as they were the top two teams in the conference. St. Anthony finishing with an 8-0 National Trail Conference regular season. Dietrich came in with a 7-1 National Trail Conference regular season, and St. Anthony got Dietrich both times when they played in the conference regular season and now in the shootout. This time, final score, St. Anthony 60 and Dietrich 42. St. Anthony had quarters of 13, 15, 24, and 8 for their total of 60, led by as many as 23 in this ball game. Dietrich had quarters of 11, 8, 14, and 9. They led by 2 early in the contest. Everybody who dressed played for the St. Anthony Bulldogs tonight, who were led by Logan Antrim. He finishes his career with 14 points. Grant Nuxall and Ty Weedman each had 11, as those three finished in double figures tonight for the Bulldogs. Kennan Walsh had 5. Craig Croy finished with 8. Seth Hutsey added 6 points. James Schutte finished with 5 points. Justin Ruhal, Mick Willenberg, Colton Fearday, Kyle Stewart, Griffin Sahi, Landon Adams, Eli Levitt did not play in this ball game. Eli's been hampered with some injury late in the season. Hopefully he can get healthy as quickly as possible. And I believe Adam Brandenberger was wearing number 41 tonight for the St. Anthony Bulldogs, and he took the court as well for the victorious Bulldogs tonight. For the Dietrich Moving Maroons, Bryce Booty finished with 11, as did Andrew Leidy. Both of those junior guards led the way for Dietrich tonight. Jack Westendorf was also very involved on both ends of the court, finished with 10 points this evening. Pete Britton added 7. Derek Kuhl finished with 3. Corey Gephardt got into the ball game. Ojaz Desai also played in this one. I believe Cole Will was out there. Corey Gephardt was in the contest, as was Dane Curry and Andrew Winnie for the Dietrich Moving Maroons, who again sees their season come to a close with a record of 10-5 overall. Mike's been working on some team stats and some individual numbers. There's some scores coming in at the studios as well, as several of the NTC shootout games should be wrapping up, as everybody had a 7 o'clock start with the exception of that St. Elmo contest. I believe they started a little earlier over there as well. So we'll check on all of that information and have an interview hopefully with each of the coaches after this, as it was St. Anthony picking up the 60-42 victory here on KJ Country 102.3. We welcome you back to the Enlow Center, where the final score was St. Anthony 60 and Dietrich 42. Mike is finishing up some post-game stats. We'll chat with each of the coaches. This, though, gives me an opportunity to thank each and every one of our sponsors for helping to support us here on this season. We had over 30 sponsors of high school basketball. We definitely couldn't have brought you all the games that we did without those sponsors. We appreciate them. We also appreciate everybody working back at the studio, as Gail and Caleb and Brian Dust, who's working tonight, as well as everybody else who back there, sales department and management, all made this possible. Also, Greg does a tremendous amount of work with this, as you could imagine, and Dustin White, he is helping Greg call the action over at Effingham, and then Mike Wilson has joined us for a handful of games this year, and we appreciate that as well. CJ Schmidt is also here, and he is videoing this contest tonight, and it will be up on the website probably tomorrow, as CJ has done a great job with the videoing all year as well. And Coach Cody Rinker has hustled up to the booth. And, Coach, congratulations on another victory.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Tell you what, it was an interesting ball game. Your club really applied some pressure, got Dietrich to commit some turnovers early on, but Dietrich just kept hanging around and hanging around.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the ball game you expect in this type of atmosphere, in this type of game, knowing kind of what's at stake here with this game. And Dietrich's a good ball club. I mean, Josh always has them well coached, well prepared, ready to fight. So we kind of knew that we needed to come out and set the tone like we did. I thought we did a great job of setting the tone early and having energy and using our defensive pressure to lead to some points. You know, they made a nice push. We thought they rebounded the ball really well. I thought Dietrich really, in that stretch where they came back, they got through us and they put us in a position where we couldn't rebound quite as well, got them back in the game, and then our boys did a good job of making another spurt.
We talk about the first few minutes of the third quarter often paying dividends for the end of the ball game and really determining whether a team can get back in it or if the team that's ahead can pull away. Your club did take a little bit of advantage, but in this one it was more of a methodic pull away for the Bulldogs in the second half.
Yeah, I felt like even towards the end of that first half, we kind of got a little bit of a run there, and that kind of carried over there to the start of the second half whenever we mixed defenses a little bit and gave them some different looks to try to keep them off balance. It led to some run-outs. But like I said, it wasn't like it went from 10 to 20 to 30. It was, 8 to 14, and then we just kind of kept it going, and the guys that came off the bench there, and we talked about that as the run was happening, whenever it started to slow down, they were ready to come in and keep it going. So,
yeah, and that's an advantage the Bulldogs have had throughout the season, because a lot of teams will run 6, 7, maybe 8 guys. You're more than willing to go 9 deep, and all of this with a lot of senior leadership.
Yeah, I mean, the seniors were always ready to play. They were locked in, and especially in this game, knowing that, like everybody, that the way the nature of this year goes, I mean, this is it. This is the last game. There's no reason to leave anything left, and I thought they did a good job of getting out there and giving it everything they had, so that way they could at least know they finished in the right way.
And I want to mention those seniors by name once again. You've got Logan Antrim, Kenan Walsh, Grant Nuxall, as well as Seth Hutsey, Ty Weedman, James Schutte, Justin Ruhal, Mick Willenberg, and Landon Adams. And obviously when you've got that many seniors, not all of them can start. Not all of them can, see a bulk of the action. But they all seem to really accept their role, and that's so important, especially from older kids.
It really is, and that's, I feel like that's an example that's been set, from other senior groups throughout the years, and this group just continued that right on with them. Once we got back into the gym and started getting together and, working on things and determining those roles and everything, I think it was about the third week, you really saw them settle in, and they get everything they had, and they played together, and they enjoyed every moment, every opportunity, really appreciate the attitudes they had. They could have, like you said, they could have whined and complained, and they didn't. They enjoyed being around each other. You can tell that right now out there on the court. I mean, they embraced the opportunity they got. They were a pleasure to come in every day and work with. They took the chewings for 4 years. In whatever way, shape, or form here, it was able to pay off a little bit for them. So very proud of them. I could stand up here and talk about each one of them, but we probably get tired of me talking. So the weird thing here, Mike's probably already tired of me talking. So the weird thing here is, normally in these years you're done and you're emotional. You don't know when it happens. So it's, we won. So it's hard to be, emotional from that standpoint. But we are definitely going to miss this group and the atmosphere and the camaraderie and the joy they bring. I mean, they're just a fun group. So we're going to miss that fun, love, and atmosphere that they've brought.
It is an unusual situation with the way this year has worked out. Of course, you've alluded to it a couple of times. You knew when your last practice was. You knew when your final game was. Now, you are a man who has had that opportunity once another time in your career, but still, it's a bittersweet thing because we didn't even think they were going to get to play basketball this year, and to come out and get in 15, 16 games, that's at least these kids got to experience that.
Absolutely. You said it best, to have that opportunity when you didn't think you were going to get one, and then to be able to get as many games in, and to be honest, to not have any interruptions. I mean, you look across the country and how many interruptions there were in college basketball and different things like that, and different areas around the state where they had some interruptions. And for us in this area to not have those interruptions, says a lot, and we're thankful for those opportunities and grateful that we had the time.
We've highlighted the seniors, and rightfully so. It's going to be kind of a different year looking ahead next year. Craig Croy obviously played quite a bit for your club, but there's a lot of juniors who have patiently been waiting, or maybe not so patiently, but they're looking forward to their opportunity, and there's some talent coming up for St. Anthony.
Yeah, we have a few juniors there and a lot of sophomores. Our bulk of that JV was made up of sophomores, and we're looking forward to what they bring. That's a group that really plays well. I think you saw it here at the end of the game. They really play well together. They pass the ball well. They look for each one another. Get Craig, and even then, like Craig said, get a lot of experience this year, but it's 16 games. It's not like your traditional junior that gets to play and has 30 some odd games to play. And if you have 30, you probably get more guys some more experience. But we're looking forward to the future. We're going to enjoy and celebrate this group here as we should, but we definitely are set and ready to get back at it whenever that opportunity comes.
Coach, it's always been a pleasure. You're always so gracious with us, and congratulations on winning the National Trail regular season and then this unique NTC shootout here tonight, and a fantastic year for your Bulldogs.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you guys splitting up and finding subs and doing everything that you guys have done to try to provide these kids and these fans and these parents who haven't gotten to go to everything, the opportunity to listen or watch in every way you guys have. So it's really been special for them and special for the kids, so we appreciate all you guys do as well.
Very kind words from Cody Rinker, the head man of the St. Anthony Bulldogs, and congratulations again on the win.
Thanks, Matt.
Cody Rinker will hand the headsets over to Mike Wilson, as Mike will run through some post-game stats here, as Coach Crumweedy has just given me the high sign that he will be up shortly, but that'll let Mike at least get started on the post-game numbers.
All right, let's look at the team totals for starters for Dietrich. In the fourth quarter, they were 0-7 from the field, 6-21 in the half, 14 of 52 for the game from the field, 27%. 9 of 12 from the line in that fourth quarter, 10 of 15 in the half, 13 of 19 for the game, 68%. 10 rebounds, 17 for the half, 33 for the game. 4 turnovers, 8 for the half, 20 for the game. 0 of 1 on 3, 1 of 6 for the half, 1 of 10 for the game, 10% from the 3 for the Dietrich Moving Maroons. As the team totals for St. Anthony in that fourth quarter, they were 3 of 12 from the field, 12 of 27 for the half, 24 of 52, 46%. Each team attempted 52 field goals. Kind of an interesting tidbit there, I guess, interesting to me. 1 of 3 from the line in the fourth quarter, 3 of 5 for the half, 5 of 7 for the game for the Dogs, 71%. 10 rebounds, 17 for the half, 25 for the game. 3 turnovers, 5 for the half, only 8 turnovers for the game. 1 of 6 on threes, 5 of 13 for the half, 7 of 21 on threes for the game, 33%.
All right, thank you very much, Mike. We appreciate those team numbers, and it looks like Coach Crumwitty has made his way to the booth, so we will hand him the headsets here and get set for the post-game interview with Coach Crumwitty. And, Coach, one of these games where your kids came out fired up, ready to play, some turnovers hampered you early on, it seemed, but it was one of those things where your kid kept hanging around and kept fighting all night long.
Yeah, the outcome wasn't what we wanted, but we kind of came into the game with an expectation that we would at least be in a position to take it from them at the end, at the very least, and it didn't work out that way. We fought early. We got off to a horrible start. I think it was 11-2, 11-4. We fought back in it and made it really close. Mm-hmm. So, our boys are fired up from that, and I think they believe that they could do it and they could play with these guys. And after you get beat by 30 by a team on your home floor, not too long ago, it can be hard for guys to come into this game and to expect something different. But our guys did. I can tell you that on the bus, during school today, in the pregame talk, during warm-ups, the whole time, you could see it in their eyes that they were engaged, they wanted to be here, and they gave it their all. I have no problem in any of our kids' effort tonight. We just were not the better team, and it's something that, looking forward to tomorrow because we have another game. We have the luxury of playing another game and then our season's not over. So we got to come back tomorrow, and hopefully we can send these seniors off in a good fashion tomorrow.
I did double-check our schedule, and I didn't have you listed as having a game tomorrow, so who are you playing?
We're playing North Clay at home.
Okay, all right. So that matchup with them, North Clay at Dietrich tomorrow, as your club, like we said, battled all night long, and Jack Westendorf really played well on both ends of the court. Defensively, got a lot of blocks, a lot of rebounds, and then on the offensive end, he got you some points inside, battling hard against the size of St. Anthony.
Yeah, Jack's been probably the most improved basketball player that I've ever coached. And, I haven't been doing this for a very long time, but 6 years in this, and I think watching him from not only just from last year to this year, the progress that he's made, but also watching him as an 8th grader play in the junior high gym, I can remember, is this kid even going to stick it out? He was always a bigger kid, and he always had some skill, but the interest level, I wanted to make sure was always there. And to his credit, he's stuck with it. He's taken his turn sitting the bench over the last couple years with some seniors that are ahead of him. But, this game is kind of a microcosm of how his season has gone. He just continues to exceed expectations, and he just continues to keep proving that he can do more than what we think he can do, and we're just happy to have him.
Derek Kuhl, another senior on this ball club, another senior with a lot of size, probably didn't have the offensive game that we are accustomed to, but I think you have to give a lot of credit to St. Anthony for that, as they really seem to be swarming him whenever he caught the ball.
Yeah, I think, our recipe for success, if you want to phrase it that way, Derek Kuhl's got to be more involved in the game, and I'll take some of the blame on that, and you got to give St. Anthony credit, like you said, because they kind of took him out of the game with their size. I mean, we don't play teams with that much size and somebody that can match up with our two bigs. A lot of our success is getting the ball inside to our bigs. You saw what Jack was able to do tonight. And when Jack and Derek are both working and our guards are doing their thing, we can be really tough to beat. We never were able to establish Derek tonight. We tried in the second half a little bit. He's frustrated right now, I know, but just speaking on him, he's got one game left, and he's the second of our 3 seniors, and Corey was the other one. And Derek, coming back from that injury that he had, the broken foot, the second time that he broke it, talking in the newspaper a little bit ago about just his willingness to come back and give everything we got. He makes a game-winning shot at Altamont to get us to this game, to put us in position to play in this game after battling all that he's battled. So we're just, you can't ask for a better group of seniors. And then obviously Corey is not someone that started tonight. He filled in the gap of Bryce Booty earlier in the year, Andrew Leidy when he was hurt. Derek Kuhl when he was hurt. Corey has always been the guy that's been willing to step up, and I can't say enough about him too. I think people talk about Jack and Derek a lot, which they should. But Corey is also somebody that has stepped up and contributed to our wins in a lot of different ways. I mean, you look at a South Central game that we played a couple weeks ago where he stepped in and had, I think, 4 or 5 threes and nearly 15 points. And if we don't have him in that game, we're not in this game tonight. So, I mean, the team effort thing this year with this team is ultimately the main thing. And, you talk about recipe for success, or I mentioned earlier, that's it. We got to have everybody contribute. It's not just one man.
Well, and we highlighted the seniors here, and Corey, like you said, boy, he's hit some big shots for Dietrich over his career as well. And like you mentioned, one more game against North Clay. But for our purposes, our last time seeing the Dietrich Moving Maroons this year, there's a lot to build on in the future, especially with those 3 guards that you started tonight, a couple of juniors and a sophomore that have been impressive.
Absolutely, and those guards have been battle-tested now. Playing in games like this is going to, hopefully when things are back to normal next year, hopefully they are, but, getting to the NTC championship again would be huge. Every National Trail Conference game is big. I mean, just look at some of the scores this year and how, a couple possessions either way could have really, changed, with the exception of St. Anthony, really could have changed the outlook of this last little shootout tournament thing that we did. So, but those guys, we had a terrific balance this year. We had guys step up in different games. I mentioned Corey. I mentioned Derek. Jack was good all year. Pete Britton has a great game against Altamont. Bryce Booty's hurt, comes back, finds a way to contribute to the team defensively and offensively, can hit some big shots too. So I can sit here all day and talk about these kids, but I'm happy. I know they're upset. It's going to sting for a little while because they really truly believed that they could win this game, and we all did. But it didn't work out, and we got to move on. I mean, we got to be happy that we were able to have the season that we've had, hopefully end on a high note tomorrow, and go back to work in the off season and try to get better for next year.
Coach, we appreciate you taking some time to chat with us after the game. You're always gracious enough to do that, and good luck in your final game tomorrow against North Clay.
Appreciate it. Thanks for covering us. Thanks.
That's Josh Crumwoody, nice enough to spend some time with us here as the Dietrich Moving Maroons fall to St. Anthony. Final score tonight, 60-42. Now let's go back to Mike. I believe he was ready for individual numbers.
Yes, we've got the individual numbers for today. First for Dietrich. Let's see here. Bryce Booty, 3 of 8 from the field, 4 of 5 from the line, 4 rebounds. Andrew Leidy, 3 of 7 from the field, 5 of 7 from the line, 5 rebounds. Pete Britton, 2 of 10 from the field, 3 of 3 from the line, 4 rebounds. Derek Kuhl, 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from the line, 5 rebounds. Jack Wessendorf, 5 of 11 from the field, 12 rebounds. Corey Gephardt, 0 of 1 from the field, 0 of 2 from the line, 3 rebounds. Oje Desai, 0 of 1 from the field. And Andrew Winnie had a rebound. For the Bulldogs, Logan Antrim, 6 of 10 from the field, 1 of 2 from the line, 2 rebounds. Kenan Walsh, 2 of 9 from the field, 3 rebounds. Grant Nuxall, 5 of 7 from the field, 2 rebounds. Craig Croy, 3 of 8 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line, 5 rebounds. Seth Hutsey, 3 of 7 from the field, 2 rebounds. Ty Weedman, 3 of 4 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line, 2 rebounds. James Schutte, 1 of 3 from the field, 6 rebounds for James Schutte in that ballgame tonight. Justin Ruhal, 0 of 1 from the field, 0 of 1 from the line, 2 rebounds. Mick Willenberg, 0 of 1 from the field, 1 rebound. And Landon Adams, 0 of 1 from the field.
Thank you very much, Mike, for those numbers, and thanks for stepping in and helping us out quite a bit this year. It's always been a pleasure to work with you.
Thanks for having me.
That's Mike Wilson. Let's send it back to Brian Dust at the studios. He's working on some scores from around the area. Brian?
That's right, guys. There are scores coming in, plus we'll have some Big Ten updates here in just a few moments, but let's get you some other scores from the National Trail Conference. Again, this being the Champions Night Shootout night, as we just heard St. Anthony's victory over Dietrich. In other games there, number 3, Altamont, they took on South Central, and the Indians of Altamont came away victorious. Final score, Altamont 54, South Central 43. And I believe, Matt, you had mentioned that the player Earhart had 1,000 points now after the season has concluded. So congratulations to him. With less than a minute left in the next game, That has Neoga barely winning over Windsor Stew Straws, a close one, 47-44, but that game's still going on. We do have a final from North Clay where St. Elmo Brownstown defeated North Clay 66-64. In other games, over on our sister station, they're getting ready to start the second half of the Mattoon versus Effingham game. Currently, at the half, Effingham leads 39-35. Again, that on 97.9 XFM. In other Apollo Conference games, seems kind of strange to say that, but Teutopolis is taking on Mount Zion, and the latest score we had after 3 quarters, that was not a final that we had earlier, but it was now given to us as after 3, T-Town leading Mount Zion 53-33. And in other conference action, Lincoln got the win over Taylorville 45-29. Also at the half, Muhammad Seymour leading Charleston 34-27. And in other games, not in the Apollo, Robinson is trailing Marshall after 1. It's Marshall 13, Robinson 11. And Oblong got the win over Hudsonville Palestine 60-56. In the Big Ten, of course, leading off with a big win for the Illini, they defeated Rutgers 90-68. In earlier games today, it was Ohio State over Purdue 87-78. Michigan defeated Maryland 79-66. And in the current game, the last one of the night, with 7 minutes to go in the first half, Iowa narrowly ahead of Wisconsin 20-19. That's your scores.
All right, thanks, Brian. We appreciate all your help, not only tonight, but throughout the season as well. And we said our thank yous earlier to everybody back at the studios, as well as all of our sponsors, again, for helping us out with high school basketball. CJ was here videoing the game this evening. That'll be uploaded tomorrow morning, afternoon. You can catch that on our social media sites there as well. As Mike, it was an entertaining game like we thought it would be. St. Anthony pulled away in the second half and claimed the victory.
Yeah, good ball game, and like I said, it was good atmosphere, and that added to a lot of things tonight. It really did, and I've enjoyed it. I think 6 games I've helped with this year. Mr. Sapp asked me to help because you were going to be condensed and doing a lot, and so I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Well, I'm glad you did. You did a nice job, and we certainly appreciate your help. As, again, Greg and Dustin, they are broadcasting over on 97.9 XFM as they'll wrap up our broadcast season for high school basketball with that Effingham and Mattoon game, and then they'll be busy next Friday night with high school football. So keep that in mind as we are your homes for the Effingham Hearts as football begins Friday night, a week from tonight, on 97.9 XFM. Final score here, St. Anthony 60, Dietrich 42. As we wrap things up, and thanks again for your listening and all of the support of high school basketball on KJ Country 102.3.
Thanks for listening. This has been a production of Premier Broadcasting Incorporated.